Well, again, thank you, Efrem, for taking the time to chat with me today and tell us a little bit about your experience with the SBDC as a business owner and a disabled veteran. So please tell us your name, the name of your business, and tell us, what does your business do?
Yeah, so my name's Efrem Venters. I'm the one of the founding partners of Bridgemore Inc. We are a supply chain services and wholesaler to the U.S. government, both federal and state agencies that we support. We do sell some to commercial entities, but we primarily focus on federal and local government.
Perfect. So what logistics, supply chain management, break that down for me as a layperson.
So our company helps other companies that are having issues getting materials from one place to another efficiently, where they have operations issues and that sort of thing that they need just some help to work out. Either they don't have the expertise, or their expertise is tied up in making their business work the way that it should day to day. They bring us in to supplement their team.
Wonderful. Now that makes sense. So when did you start operations for Bridgemore?
So Bridgemore was founded in 2016. And the partners were former supply chain managers for large companies here in San Diego, decided to take our expertise out on the road and help other companies, and so that we can stay here local and help the places that we care about, help the businesses that we care about here locally.
Perfect. And so prior to starting Bridgemore, you had been in that industry for how many years?
Here in San Diego, about 14 years. And prior to that, in the military for another 12. So quite a while supporting operations.
Well, thank you for your service. And so you are a veteran?
I am.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for your service. So let me ask you, how did you find out about the services offered by the SBDC? How did you come to join our family, if you will?
Yeah, so I went to I believe it was your courses. I heard about your courses that talked about starting your small business and that sort of thing. Began with that, I think it was a 2-day course that was offered at one point, where you would go in. It was, you'd start at 8, and I think we left at around 2 or 3 o'clock. They were long days, but really informative. Were they just 2 days, or were they 4 days initially? I can't remember, but they were a while. And I thought, man, this is gonna be a lot of class, but really turned out to be informative for us and really helped us get going and understanding the opportunity that was there with the state and federal government agencies.
Wonderful. And so, yeah, it was at the government contracting series.
Yeah, they're in Vista out there.
Oh, that's right. Yes. It's been some time. Yes, it was 2 whole days.
That's right.
And it was 4 modules. So we've since then streamlined it a little bit, especially with the pandemic going online and having them on demand. So, wow, that's been a few years now. And so you've been working with the SBDC since when?
2016. I think we started actually we started with a different company that we started back, I want to say in 2013, 2012, and I think that's where we took the initial classes. And then I got a number of opportunities with large companies that I couldn't refuse. I was offered general manager of OtterBox for the San Diego office, where I was managing the LifeProof brand. I was offered a vice president role at Jack in a Box, but always had that passion to start our own thing. And so it just so worked out in 2016 that we were able to pull it together and start again. And that's when we started Bridgemore.
Oh, gotcha. So in essence, you started with the SBDC prior to Bridgemore with our startup series to help you kind of put everything into place to have the entity, so that when Bridgemore became a possibility, you were able to take that knowledge and then use it for Bridgemore and then expand on that with the government contracting piece. Ah, wonderful.
That's right.
So from start to finish, so to speak.
Exactly.
So tell us, Efrem, how did the SBDC help grow your business?
I guess it's how didn't they? So they've done it in so many different ways. Cheryl, you guys have been really helpful um, in the helping and understanding how do we get our certifications, to looking to where we would find opportunities. Um, to even helping with strategy and being a sounding board around strategy and those sorts of things. Um, so really, really end to end in all of the different aspects that we've worked in growing this business, especially with the focus being on government, federal, and state. That's been the SBDC has been extremely helpful.
Fabulous. Well, we're glad to help and glad to continue to work with you and support you in your efforts and your growth. So if you look back at the trials and the tribulations, with what you know now, what would you tell someone that maybe was hesitant in reaching out to the SBDC for services? I mean, we hear the whole thing that, oh, they're free, and of course, well, that can't be any good, or what's the catch? And really, what would you say to someone if you were talking to them and they're like, what about, I don't know about the SBDC?
Usually, it's the first call I tell people to make to go to the SBDC, um, to find out whether the small business is what they'd like to do. Sit in on one of the classes, and in fact, even people that come and work with us, salespeople that we've had over the years, as they're looking to sell into the government, I ask them to take one or two of the courses just so they understand the marketplace a little bit better. So I've been recommending it even to people that are thinking about starting a small business. Go ahead and take one of the classes, and especially now with the pandemic the way it is, you guys have set up your online courses to make it super easy for people to go in, take a couple hours, and they can learn quite a bit about what they need to do. So it's been really helpful. It's really easy.
Fabulous. Well, thank you so much. And so, since you've been working with the SBDC for a number of years now, with both the first venture and then with Bridgemore, how much did the services cost you?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. I've not paid anything over all these years. I feel bad saying it, but no, I haven't, because I benefited so much. But but no, I haven't paid a cent.
I just want to make sure we drive that home with, with your feedback and with your content and how the SBDC has helped you and what you've learned. We just want to make sure that people understand that although our services are at no cost, there's value, and you, essence, you have paid us. So thank you for continuing to pay your taxes, because we appreciate it. Well, Efrem, thank you so much. Again, I really do appreciate you taking the time to chat with me today, to tell us about your experiences with the SBDC. And I wish you many more years of success and many more years of growth and support and partnership. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Cheryl.